Labour leader Keir Starmer is grappling with an escalating crisis, as allegations of political intimidation and internal party scandals continue to mount. What once seemed like a solid leadership is now unravelling at an alarming pace, exposing deep fractures within the Labour Party. The controversy began when 54-year-old grandmother Helen Jones found herself at the centre of a shocking free speech debate. After criticising a Labour politician on Facebook, she was unexpectedly visited by police officers. Her comment had merely suggested that a Labour councillor resign after mocking an elderly constituent, hardly a radical statement. Yet, instead of treating it as a legitimate political opinion, law enforcement officers showed up at her home. When they didn't find her there, they even called to follow up. Despite confirming that she had committed no crime, the officers were allegedly passing on advice, a move widely perceived as an attempt to intimidate and silence her. This incident raises alarming concerns about freedom of speech under Starmer's leadership. Critics argue that police resources are being misused to suppress dissent rather than address real crime. Former Cabinet Minister Jacob Rees-Mogg labelled the episode "sinister," warning of its dangerous implications for democratic expression. But the controversy doesn't stop there. Labour MP Mike Asbury has been sentenced to 10 weeks in prison after assaulting a constituent. The shocking incident unfolded at a taxi rank, where 45-year-old Paul Fellows simply asked about a bridge closure. Instead of responding with words, Asbury punched him to the ground and continued the attack. The magistrate condemned the act as reckless, emphasizing the potential for fatal consequences. Asbury's conviction has triggered widespread calls for his resignation, a move that could force a by-election in what was once a safe Labour seat. Reform UK, led by Nigel Farage, is already capitalising on the turmoil, campaigning for change and appealing to disillusioned voters. Meanwhile, Labour is also facing a mass exodus of supporters. A recent study by Oxford University's Nuffield Political Research Centre reveals that 40% of Labour voters are abandoning the party. Economic struggles and financial instability are cited as key reasons, with many believing Starmer's government has failed to deliver on its promises. Energy bills have surged yet again, adding to the financial strain, particularly for middle-aged voters between 35 and 59. Many now feel betrayed by a leadership they once trusted to improve their financial well-being. The crisis is also hitting pensioners hard. Labour's decision to cut winter fuel payments for 10 million elderly citizens has sparked outrage, leaving many struggling to afford heating during the cold months. Those who have worked their entire lives are now being denied crucial support, further fueling discontent with Starmer's leadership. As internal divisions widen and public confidence wanes, the Labour Party faces a defining moment. With growing dissent, voter frustration, and high-profile scandals, Starmer's grip on leadership is becoming increasingly fragile.